So in honor of Halloween, I've decided to do a Halloween-themed video. But just a precaution, there is some violence and gore and a little bit of swearing in this video. So this is not for the weak at heart. Get ready, people. And try not to get too scared.
What do you think are the 10 most fucked up moments in anime? So this is going to be my list of the 10 most fucked up moments in anime. From 10 through 1, I'm going to say which ones I think were, not so fucked up compared to the worst fucked up moment I've ever seen in anime. So let's start off with number 10. The beginning of FMA, Full Metal Alchemist, where the Elric brothers have their limbs ripped off because they try to revive their mother. And then when they revive her, she's just like this crippled corpse monster looking thing. To me, it was like, whoa, this is what really hooked me into the series from episode 1. You're just like, what is this? What is going on? Why did he just lose his body and he lost his arm and leg? It was just crazy, and to me it was just like an epic way to open up an anime. Coming in at number 9 is a moment from Shiki the anime where this character Megumi gets ran over back and forth by tractors, and the humans do not care she's a vampire, and they just keep crushing her body over and over and over, and it was like the humans were actually monsters compared to the vampires, and that really just gave me a little bit of the chills, how humans can act like truly monsters. Coming in at number 8 is something you probably all be familiar with. I'm talking about Sasuke Uchiha when he was a kid, seeing his family murdered. His whole clan was murdered, and he walks in and he sees his parents dead on the floor, and then his brother messes with him, puts him in a crazy state of mind, and just that whole moment of him just seeing his parents dead there, a little kid, and at the hands of his big brother at that, really mind freaking. Just think, imagine if you was in those shoes and seeing your parents dead, your entire clan is dead. And I'll definitely never forget that moment when I saw that and feeling bad for that character, like, wow, a 5-year-old or something going through that is outrageous. Coming in at number 7 is a very gruesome moment. I'm talking about Claymore, when Teresa, aka Claire's, I guess you could say, surrogate mother, is fighting one of the monsters, and just when you think she defeated the monster, suddenly her head gets chopped off and lands in Claire's hands, and Claire just starts crying, running through the town with her surrogate mother's head. I was taken by surprise. It was like the most shocking thing I had ever seen at that point in anime. I couldn't believe it. Like, what did I just watch? Her head just chopped off suddenly. I never expected it. I thought it was the most craziest thing I've ever seen, and to this day it's definitely one of the most shocking things I've ever seen in an anime. It was just really that crazy. Coming in at number 6 is a very controversial anime. It's for the most part a typical, I guess you would say, shoujo, with people fighting over stuff, but the very last episode becomes the most goriest thing, and it's almost like a troll fest because you would never ever expect this to happen. Pretty much the girls fight over a guy, one of them kills the guy, one of them goes crazy, rips his head off, cuts his head off, and then puts it in a bag, brings it on the roof. They fight, the girl kills the girl, cuts her stomach open to see if she has a baby in her stomach, and then at the end of the anime, she's holding the dude's head on a boat. One of the most craziest things, one of the most shocking things. You would never see it coming. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, this is some freaky stuff, and definitely shocking and very fucked up. Coming in at number 5 is from the horror anime Higurashi When They Cry. Pretty much all of this happens in episode 1. The character named Keiichi Maebara, he's having hallucinations, and these hallucinations lead him to batting the crap out of his friends to death. He beats them to death with a bat, these females. I remember seeing this and being like, what did I just get myself into? Why is he bashing his friends to death with a bat, screaming in agony, crazy, blood flying everywhere? This is one moment that I highly recommend you check out for yourself. Coming in at number 4 is from the anime Elfen Lied, and it's a particular moment within the anime where the main character, as a young child, sees his sister sliced in half. Pretty much this girl, Lucy, she has this strange power where she can make like invisible arms, chop people up and rip them in half, and the main character as a little kid sees the girl, and they have a little relationship. He plays her in the end, accidentally. He's a kid at the end of the day, and she goes crazy and rips his sister in half on a train and has him there on the floor crying in agony for her to stop. I'll never forget seeing this moment and being like, wow, this is a little kid seeing his sister chopped in half by some girl that he knows. Can you get more epic than that? Well, apparently you can, because number 3 is just as epic, if not more so. I'm talking about Deadman Wonderland. Very first episode, opening, all characters are slaughtered. It is just beyond belief. Like, how do you start an anime this gruesome and this epic? Pretty much everybody in the classroom, they're just sitting there, and out of nowhere, this mysterious figure shows up floating outside of the window and just slaughters each and every single kid except one in the classroom. When the kid awakens, there's heads hanging, blood everywhere, dead bodies. Everyone he knew knew was dead. Now, is that a way to open up an anime or what? Coming in at number 2 is definitely one of the most pivotal moments in the series, called Berserk. I'm talking about the very ending of the anime where the main character and his former friend basically go at it, and his former friend becomes some sort of demon and just kills every single friend that Guts has. Guts is the main character, and he has a friends and a girlfriend. All of his friends are slaughtered, killed by monsters, eaten, ripped apart, and then, not only that, but his friend, or former friend, rapes his girlfriend right in front of his eyes while he's being held, and he sacrifices an arm, loses an eye. It is just so gruesome and fucked up that, like, when I'm watching it, I'm just like, I can't believe it. Why is this so messed up? This is just crazy. How do you end an anime like this? I don't know, but apparently they did, and it was just beyond belief fucked up. Finally, coming in at number 1 is definitely one of the most shocking, creepiest, and gruesome moments, once again from the anime Higurashi When They Cry. So imagine a little 5-year-old girl running from her death, only to stab her head with a spike a million times. Pretty much the little girl, she's running from somebody that's trying to kill her, and instead of taking her death, she decides to commit suicide and just start smashing her head into a spike over and over and over. To this day, that moment still gives me the creeps and chills thinking about it. Definitely one of the most creepiest and most fucked up moments in anime I've ever seen. But let me know the 10 most fucked up moments in anime that you've seen. Were any of those moments in my list? Let me know. That's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for all these crazy moments I listed, because I know definitely at least one of these will have to be in your list because they were just that crazy and messed up and wrong. As always, people, I'm ForneverWorld, and have a gruesome yet epic day.